Hi everyone, Tammy here from Frou-frou Studio, and I am going to do a flip through of this fall journal that I just completed. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I will be glad to answer them for you. And this will be available in my Etsy shop on Monday evening. So if you're interested in it, that's where it will be, and I will put the link directly to the journal in the description box as well. So this is a Reader's Digest cover journal. It has 4 signatures in it, and it has a painted spine because the spine, you know, I wanted to cover the stories that were listed here. It is about the original color that the spine was. I just kind of painted the same color and then brushed it up and aged it up a little bit so it looked a little older. The closure is just a piece of fabric or ribbon, I guess you could say, and it's got one of my grungy flowers just mounted on the end of it, and the way that I close it is I just kind of tie a half knot here, and then I take this little gold bulldog clip, and just clip it just like that. Okay, it is fully removable. It's not attached to the book. All right, and you can see the cover is several different mixed media type things. We've got some cardboard. We've got some of my handmade leaves. We've got the photo from the kit that I used for this journal, and just kind of made a collage. Oh, and on the back there is another digital with fall colors as well. And the journal is 5.5 by 8 inches, and the spine is 2 inches. And these signatures are mounted with a floating spine. And like I said, there are 4 of them. And let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages in each signature. Okay. This journal also has lots of writing space in it, but it also has lots of really embellished spreads, particularly at the front and back of each signature and in the center. And I think I did like every 3 pages is embellished. So there's lots of things that you can move around, but there's also lots of room to add your own things and to write. So I wanted to kind of incorporate everything. I'm going to put this under here just so we can look at it better. So this is the first one. It's just a pocket with a tag. And these photos are by Kate Printable Art on Etsy. These fall photos. And I have several other kits that I've used, and if I remember, What they are, I'll tell you as we go along, but I know that I used one from parts of one from Tailor-Made Journals, for sure. And this is Grungy Attic, and I can't remember who that is, but I'll list it in the description. This is newsprint, faux, coffee dyed paper, and like I said, there's some kind of embellishment like every 3 pages. So here we have just a journal card, and this is a paper bag, and then in here we have another journal card. I mainly just left that one plain so you could write on both sides, but I wanted to get the color in there, so I did it with, this is orange dyed paper that I got from Etsy, and I think it was Godspeed. I'm pretty sure that's who it came from. That's usually who I buy my tea-dyed papers from. Again, blank pages, and then we have this spread, which is the center spread in the first signature. There's a pocket here that's got, this is a little envelope here, and a tag. And the envelope's just kind of wrapped around the tag, and then tucked in this little tuck. And then over here, we have a large journaling card here, and a little round tag here. Both can be written on. This is an original invoice. I just thought the color went well with the color spread. And then I put in one of my Victorian, replica Victorian microscope slides. And you'll see throughout this journal that most of the spreads are all fall colors, but they're not necessarily, I mean, all fall colors go together, right? I mean, nature doesn't put clashing colors, but what I'm saying is where this spread is mostly the golds and browns, and this one too, this one obviously are the orange and greens. So that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't take 2 colors and use it through the whole journal, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's lots of this children's writing paper in here. Okay, this one is a tag, and then there's just a piece of music paper. And then this is one of my little slides. Now, the tag on the, and then I made this kind of side tuck band. The tag can either go in here, or this is also a pocket. So you could put it in there if you wanted, and then slide it in. And this is all Tailor-Made Journals in her fall kit. Okay, and then this spread, which I think you've seen this one. This one is the browns and kind of browns and golds. This is Tailor-Made Journals. This one has an interesting vintage piece. I recently recovered my dining room chairs, and they are vintage, and this was still attached to the bottom of the chair. And so I thought that was real cool. It's kind of fabric-y, papery kind of thing. And this is an original stamp that was on there. It's like an approval stamp. So I just stuck that in there because I thought it was cool. And then you've got a book page from a accounting instruction book. Then you've got this little flip here. And there is not a pocket or anything. If you'll recall, when I did the front part of this, here, when I made this, I had to add a piece. And so that's the piece that I added, is this little piece here. Sorry. Okay, and then here we have pocket, and it has a postcard that you can write on down in there, and then just some collage work here. Right, and then we've got our pages. This is the next layout. It has a little tag and a little bigger tag, and then it has this sample card that I made with butterflies and the little watercolor swatches. I think this was I saw it on Pinterest make. And then there's a pocket behind that that's got just a little piece of digital ephemera in there that you can write on as well. And that's just being held on with some little mini clips. This is one of the faux leaves I made, and a vintage cigarette card. Alright, here we have one of the photos from the kit and a little tag. And underneath we have a Edith Holden page for November, and it has these beautiful leaves on the back, and I just tucked it up in there for you to use however you would like to. I just thought it went well with the page. And then on this side we have a tag, and this is from Lorna's kit too at Taylor Made Journals. And then we have another tag with this little girl on it, and it has some vintage tea-dyed, or not vintage, but it's tea-dyed children's writing paper on the back. And this is scrapbook paper, just for another little journaling spot. And then this is a Tim Holtz die, and you can see I fussy cut some flowers from, or pumpkin from Lorna's kit. And then this is the little tag stuck in behind the bird. And it's kind of wrapped around his beak. Excuse me, I'm gonna get a drink. If we don't get some rain soon to knock down some of this ragweed. Oh, it's killing me. Okay. So, back to flipping through. As you can see, there's plenty of room to add stuff or write or whatever. Alright, this one is kind of a non-traditional fall colors, but I love the way it turned out. This is scrapbook paper here with the squirrels. And a little digital of this adorable little girl. And then this middle pocket is from Lorna's kit, because she also included blue in her kit. And then there's this little tag, and this is Mente scrapbook paper, and I just made a little tag. You can see it looks like wood on the back. And then I've included a library card with one of my little slides that I did. So I really like that layout. I like that. Oh, and this is the back of the scrapbook paper. It has little squirrels on it. So I like that it's fallish, but you could also use this in like a forestry type journal as well, because the colors are not, you know, screaming fall. So yeah, like that one. Like that one a lot. Okay, so here is the big spread. That's the end of the second my mind just went totally blank. I thought of something else in my head I needed to do, and phew, it's gone. Okay, the end of the second signature, the beginning of the third signature, and I think that you have seen this. I did a video on how I made these tags, and I just did a little tuck here with the mushrooms, and then I stuck in one of my vintage railroad company schedules here. And then this is a huge journaling card that I just did some collaging on the back, or on the front, and put some tea-dyed paper on the back, so you'd have a big place to journal there. And then this little tag is supposed to be stuck in there, like that. Right, and then we have this little belly band, which this is scrapbook paper. It was just in my scraps, but I thought the colors were cool. This is a journaling card that I made out of, this is a real cover to a photo album, and I don't know if you can see, but it has the gold lettering on it, and a lot of this chipping and carrying on is real. So I just thought that went well with the colors that I was using in this one. And this is a double belly band, by the way. You can see the tag is under the first part, which is here, and this is under the back. And then I put another page of the accounting book in here, and then this is just a little tag, 10 volts, 49 in market. And I like how it looks like she's sitting on the mushrooms. So put that in here, just like that. And you can have the leaves come up over the top if you want. Okay. All right, for this one, this is a envelope that has a journaling card down the side of it. Is it a journaling card? No, it's a digital invoice, and I just folded it up and put it in there so you could, it could be kind of a secret journaling spot. You could take that out and journal on the back of it and put it back in there. Maybe you can put it back in there. Why does it not want to go back in there? There we go. And like I said, it's just a window envelope that I'm, you know, did some collage work on the outside of. And there, this is a open at the top, and you just stick this down in there like that, and it holds it. On this side, we have a turkey feather. It is an authentic turkey feather that was found out in my field. And then we have this tag that just has a mushroom stamp on it, and I colored it. And then we have, I'm sorry guys about my voice. And then we have an authentic Boston Almanac page. This goes down in there. And these are Tim Holtz flashcards. And these are stamps that I stamped with embossing glaze and embossed them, and then the color is from color pencils. Alright, here we have a this is Edith Holden and this is Edith Holden. It was a couple of scraps that I had. And then this is scrapbook paper here. And then this is Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah. And then I put this little piece of music. And then I put some tea dye on the back. Okay. And of course these are Tim Holtz. This is Edith Holden in the back. And then this is Mente. This little pumpkin spread. Sorry. It's terrible. Alright. And then we have this spread, which is one of my favorites in the book. This one is the greens and browns. The greens and browns are green and brown are one of my favorite color combinations when it comes to a lot of things, decorating. I just think they work so well together. And again, like I said, nature doesn't screw up when it comes to matching colors. There are no clashing colors, so, but I actually use green and brown a lot, for decor in my house. So, I guess that's why I tend to really like this spread. But over here we have a tag, and this is from Lorna. And we have one of our book page pockets that we made here. And there is another pocket right here. Although I didn't put anything in there, you could very easily put something in there if you wanted. And then this is an Audubon postcard that I found when I was in Maine. I found a whole book of them. They're not too old. It was 1987 is when the book was put together. But all the postcards are in there and you can tear them out and use them. So, of course, I picked the turkey. And I just put this little green ticket on there. And then on this side, we have a flip out. And the flip out has a little journaling card. This is Taylor Made Journals. It's in her fall kit. So that goes in there. Maybe. And this is just a craft envelope. I feel like I'm getting off. And then I put a piece of kind of green ledger here. And this is just collage back here, just to make it a little more interesting. And then we have a big tag here. This little tag is on here just for decoration. And it says When's the Bottom. That's from Lorna's kit as well as this background that's behind the photo. And This is faux coffee dyed paper on the back. And it just slips in that little tuck there. And then we have this little tag on a craft tag. And we have the little owl. And it is in like a little credit card envelope, gift card envelope. You know, it's just a little white envelope that has a little half circle at the top. And it just slides down in there. So, and then I didn't feel like anything extra was needed to keep this from flipping up because that's a heavier duty craft envelope. So I didn't put anything on there. And I'm going to switch this to the other side now. All right, and then we have one of our doilies that I made last week I saw on Pinterest, and I just used it to kind of where I wrapped this envelope around and the pointy edge, you know, was facing here. I just put the doily on that just for interest, and to kind of make that look more finished. And I love the way it turned out. I think those are really cute. All right, so here we have another one of the handmade leaves with another one of the cigarette cards there. And those are real vintage. And then here we have a envelope. We have a little ticket, and then we have, this is a envelope, like a coin envelope here. So you can put stuff down in there. I didn't put anything in it, but I'm sure you can find something to store down in there. And I love the colors of this one too, the kind of eggplant color. And then for something different, I mounted this pocket, which is made out of a postcard, Rachel's postcards. Roxy Creations, and I mounted it side, you know, kind of cockeyed, and made a pocket, and then made this little tag to put down in there. And then that just is over top of that. And I used one of the Tim Holtz photos here, and this is stamped on, and then this is Chappy Dappy Doodah down here, this little label. Okay, and the next one is this one with the vellum envelope, and it has a journaling card inside. I won't pull it all the way out, but you get the picture. And then this is just collaged on there to give it some more color on that page. And then over here we have one of the tags I made when I was showing how to make the braised stenciling tags. And I thought it had enough going on with the color and the grunginess and all that, so I didn't try to put a focal point on that. And then we have this little journaling spot here. And again, this is one of Rachel's postcards, and I just added these embellishments on top of it. This is Mente right here, and then this is actually was already printed on the postcard that I used. And of course, this is from the fall digital that I used. Okay, and then over here we have a seed packet. I made a altered paper clip out of a butterfly, and it's just got a round disc holding the paper clip on. And then we have a seed packet here that you can put stuff in. The pumpkin thing is glued to the back. So if you put something in there, it's going to then be in the pocket, but that's okay. You know, you may want something else in there. And then back here we have another one of my little slides. And then we have some more of the Baltimore Almanac. And I did a little bit of stenciling on that just to kind of bring in some of the kind of yellowy color. And then all of that is just held on the page with this little altered paper clip. Let's see if I can get it all back in there. And it just kind of slides on here somehow. It really does. There we go. And it just kind of holds it all in place. Alright, and then this is just a nut pack with a little another journaling spot in it with some mushrooms. And the uptuck is created by a CD case that I put on this side. And it flips up. And when you flip it up, it has this gentleman inside. And then it also has a pocket here with some coat check tickets and some digital tickets and another piece of the railroad schedule in there. So there we go. That's the whole thing. It's a little gator mouth, but it's not like it's not gonna, you know, shut or anything. I do want to scooch my leaf back around so it doesn't get squished too bad. There are a couple little things that stick out, which I like. But like I said, you're welcome to move things around or do whatever. You know, if you purchase it, it becomes your journal and you can do whatever you want to. You don't have to keep something the way I have it, just because that's the way I did it. Alright, and like I said, that just kind of ties in a half knot, and then I just put this little clip kind of where the knot is. So I thought that was a little different, and I wanted to really use my little grungy flower. Alright, so there it is. Look, again, let me know if you have any questions, and like I said, it'll be listed on Monday evening, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow for Nothing But Neutrals. So until then, everybody have a good evening. Bye.